Hi everyone, welcome. I'm back. So everybody knows I've been going through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. So I'm going to make this reading lengthy enough where it's full detail, but you know, not like 3 hours long. For those of you that are waiting personalized readings and for responses to my emails, please check. I've responded to everyone and have sent you some information. For those of you that are new, welcome. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you resonate with my energy. I notice that I consistently, and thank you guys so much for your support with my readings, have been getting a lot of views, and that's really awesome because I am a medium and I channel the energy of the divine, of my angels, of unconditional love, okay? So for me to get to as many people as possible is very, very, very important, okay? Especially for them and on this journey. So that means a lot when I see the views that, you know, it's getting to people. However, for those of you that have been viewing, please don't forget to just hit the subscribe button, because the more people that subscribe, the more this reading and my readings and their messages and their channeled messages will reach as many people as possible. So that's very helpful. So please don't forget to do that if you have been consistently watching my readings, because I have been having a consistent amount of people watching, but not everybody is subscribing. So please do me that favor, so that I can continue to feel the motivation to put in the time that I'm putting so I can share their messages with you guys. You know, it's a lot of work, but it is my purpose. So like I said, for those of you that are waiting, please check your email. For those of you that are new, I'm a medium. Okay, so you're going to see me talking. I do read cards. I'm going to read my cards, my oracle cards, but I'm a channeler. I get messages without having to look at cards, and then they will confirm with the cards for you guys, because you guys don't know me from a hole in the wall, you know what I mean? And my ears are already freaking ringing. Also, if you're interested in booking personalized readings, and for those of you that have booked, thank you so much. If you have and you watched, feel free to comment down below how your experience has been, because you guys have been so freaking awesome. I haven't really received one person with negative feedback at all. So that to me is just, it's beautiful, because it means that their messages and their purpose and what they are guiding me to do is actually getting through to you guys, and that's beautiful. So if you want to comment down below what your experience has been, that'd be really, really nice. And I changed the way that I book. So instead of doing it through email, my website and my information to book is down below. It's also linked to a calendar, so my turnaround time really depends on how many people I have booked for a particular week, okay? So look down below and it'll guide you to specific readings, and then it'll link you to a calendar that will let you know if it's full or not. That way I can organize and you know exactly when you're going to receive it, okay? And it also has a chat feature, so instead of having to wait for an email, which can get lost and within lots of people's emails, I can also just email you or text you. It's like a chat, you know, like expect your reading here, or this or that, or whatever the case may be, okay? Or questions and whatever. So with that being said, did you hear my sigh? Yes, my sigh. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Holy shit. And it's happening for me too. Some of you are losing your patience. Some of you have a sense of calm. There's a big divide, okay? This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The only way to know in particular what's for you is through a personalized reading. You know that. But I sense a big divide in the collective. Some of you, first of all, everyone has been receiving communication. That to me is just everywhere, and if you haven't, you will continue to do so. It is still like a domino effect. You are still going to continue to get communication. But if you have been following along with my readings, I did make it very clear that a lot of you received communication, you were super excited, and then it was like tower moment again, or they pulled back again. 4 of Cups, refusing love, okay? There is a reason for this, and if you have not experienced this yet, then it is what is to come. It has a lot to do with the fact the retrogrades that are going on right now obviously affect us and everybody on this planet. The Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto retrogrades. If you don't know about that, look into it. It has everything to do with purging your karma, okay? And we all have it. None of us are exempt, including those that are spiritually awakened, including those that are clear weirdos, like I describe myself down below, because I hate labeling myself. You know what I mean? I'm fucking human too. You think that I don't have karmic lessons to learn? You think that I don't go down to my devil energy sometimes and get tempted? You know what I mean? But because I've surrendered to the divine enough, they very quickly, within 5 minutes, are like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? After the damage is done. What I have noticed that they have been putting me through is they have been bringing tower moments, which is like destruction, push, explosion time to me, all sorts of situations like that with people, where I will revert to ways that I have really, really, really worked hard to get out of, like Queen of Swords, I'm going to chop your head off kind of energies. I've battled that because of a lot of childhood wounds and stuff that I've healed and whatnot. We all have it. We all have things, karmic things that we have to release. I noticed that I have healed that for the most part. If they have put me in situations where that has come out, it is because there are things that needed to be triggered within me that I need to get rid of. But also, I noticed that it's like my purpose. They put me on this earth to do this, but it's like it's my job, I guess. And I noticed afterwards very immediately, because they don't want me to dwell in negative energies, where they put me in certain situations where they have me do things to trigger other people for their spiritual awakening also. Okay, it's like lighting. They have me around with a match lighting fire under people's asses. I'm like, really? They're like, yes, motherfucker, it's your purpose. I'm like, oh my god, the stress. But it's for me and it's also for other people. Okay, so what I'm sensing here is that also for a lot of you, in terms of your journeys, some of you have been contacted, but it wasn't the way that you expected, and you're just ready to be like, you know what, screw this. And I don't blame you, because that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If you have been tied to an expectation or thinking or wondering what it is that you want to get out of your connection or your communication, again, on some Disney shit, like I want them to communicate and now we're married or something, and even if you don't think that, if that feeling is somewhere on the inside, or you have internal anger about something, whether it's right or wrong, a lot of you have every single right to be upset about things, but they want you to be able to separate, okay, what it is that angers you. Yes, they were put here to trigger you and anger you about certain things, but it will ultimately tie down or go hand in hand with something within yourself that you need to heal also, okay? So if you feel the need to explode about X, Y, and Z, lo and behold, it's probably because you have some kind of karmic lesson to learn about X, Y, and Z too, whether it be feeling like you are not heard, or you've been left by a lot of people in your life, whatever the case may be. So if there's separation for a reason. Now I am going to tell you, okay, some divine masculines are just not going to get there and spiritually awaken. I'm going to be that person to just be honest. Some of them are going to take longer, but this is the thing about karma. If you don't release it, doesn't mean that you're not going to release it. Doesn't mean union's not going to happen. You're just unfortunately going to be divine masculine in that bandwagon where if you don't release the karmic lessons in your karma, you don't learn your lessons, it just keeps, newsflash, it just keeps building up, and your life gets harder and harder and harder, and it will. That's why those of you that have been having the most like moments are because they are resisting. And they want you to separate, to heal yourself and the things that you need to heal, so they can either come forward as new people, or so that you can heal yourself and find being your Empress power on your own, so that you can aid them energetically while being able to separate. Because we are queens and kings. No gender here, right? You don't pull up with anyone's bullshit. You do not do that. Okay? But you don't put up with people's bullshit. You don't. You're not a doormat. But at the same time, you always have to be. Being a king or queen, it means, even if you're being an asshole or whatever, even if you're doing X, Y, and Z, even if you're doing me wrong, I don't have anger. I'm still sending energy healing work to you. I'm still wishing you the best. You want to talk to me? I'll talk to you with open arms. I'll be kind, with a kind heart. That's where I'm at least, But I know my limits. Until you really show me that something is different, I'm going to know my limits. And that is the true test of whether or not you have healed. If you want to just explode, you are not healed. So you are going to be separated. If they decide not to learn their karmic lessons, okay, you will continue to be separated. Even if you have Page of Swords communication here and there, the true test of your spiritual awakening, whether or not you are in your Empress, High Priestess power, is knowing how to send them love them no matter what. Oh, you treated me like a piece of shit, I still love you. Because I just know that you don't see the Seven of Cups, the devil energy that you live through. And that's unfortunate, but I'm still the Empress, and I'm still going to have my abundance, and I'm still whatever. And if I have to have a karmic partner, if I have to be with someone in the meantime, fine. Because you are able to accept love for yourself, because you love yourself. You're not loving yourself by wanting to rip someone's head off. You're not. You're taking it out on them bringing up wounds that you have. That doesn't mean you have to accept them, because a lot of them are not acting the way that they're supposed to act. They're not letting go of their karma. I want you guys to also know something. This whole ghosting thing, everyone's like, oh, I was ghosted. Well, I'm not saying you guys were perfect, but please know that you have to you need to know when to separate also energetically, because ghosting is also a way of abuse. It's a relationship abuse. Some of them might not be aware of it. Some of them, it's their karma that they need to release, whether they live through that on their own and they don't even realize. But it is an abusive pattern. It is done for control. It is done because they shut down. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they're not thinking about your feelings, and that is just the truth. They're not. So you have to send them loving and energy healing for you to be the Empress and the High Priestess. A lot of you have to get in that energy first for them to even get there. You have to love them from afar, send them energy healing. If you are allowing yourself to be abused and getting angry and upset about their abusive patterns, you also are not healed. There is an article that I read, okay, which was very significant to me. A lot of people that use ghosting as a way of power, if you ask them how they feel about physical abuse, they'd be like, oh my God, that's so disgusting that people would do that. But people that ghost you in the middle of an argument or during an argument because they feel out of control and that's their only way of control is the same as punching someone in the face because they won't be quiet. Okay? So it is up to you if you're going to get angry at that. You're going to chase people because of that. No, you're not. However, if that person approaches you, you love them no matter what. But you don't have to accept them unless they show you and come forward and apologize wholeheartedly and show you that they have changed. Now, a lot of them have. A lot of them, I feel, have gone through things in their lives that have gotten them into unfortunate patterns like these that they are not even aware of. I need to heal. A lot of them are in situations like these because of their own karmic situations. Maybe they're karmics, or their karmic situations are like that with them. There's a lot of like control issues, and that's like all that they know. All of that needs to be released. But the only thing that you can worry about is yourself and the energy that you give off. We are all energy. So if you're in this angry, resentful energy, you are going to attract an angry and resentful person. So write down on the list, what I want in a person is someone that's loving, caring, this. This is what I don't want, this. Every time somebody approaches, you see, what am I getting, this or this? You understand what I'm saying? If you're not getting this, don't come forward and well, you're not giving me this, because that's you also indicative of you not healing. Okay? But you know, if the negative side of your list is there, then they're not healed either, and it is not your time. If you want to know where exactly you are in terms of your karmic cycle and their karmic cycle, then that's where personalized reading comes in. But for most of the collective here, I do see union by the end of the year. I see communication. I see the Eight of Wands. I see the Page of Swords. I see towards the end of the summer, I still see, for most personalized readings, I saw the same, and it comes out to confirm Knight of Swords, moving forward with your truth. A lot of them right now are in Five of Cups energy, 10 of Swords energy. They feel down and depressed. And if you've been feeling anxious out of nowhere, 9 of Swords energy is because they feel that way. And you're channeling that. But see, that's another part, a huge part that happens right when you're close to union, is you being able to separate yourself from their energy and know what's your energy. And whenever you feel their energy, if it's negative, send positive energy no matter what, whether you're in union or not. Okay? Because that is a true test of you being a king, a queen, the empress, the high priestess. Because energetically you are connected, Hierophant, high priestess. But they need to come and be the emperor, the real emperor, not the emperor next to the Seven of Cups illusion, which is all blurred mirrors of what they're supposed to be. Bullshit. A lot of them, it's like 8 of freaking wands, quick as hell, spiritual awakening like no other. They are remorseful, okay? I see that they have, a lot of them have walked away, but it's like they keep getting their phone, they want to message you, they don't know what to say. I see 3 of Swords, a lot of heartbreak here. They don't know. A lot of them feel like you have already either moved on or will not accept them. But again, we're not supposed to be worried about that, because if they are not in their emperor taking control power, then they are not spiritually awakened yet. They need to be an emperor, know what they want, take what they want, speak what they want, be true to who they are, not be abusive, not be on some shit. Ooh, my ears are ringing. If they are ready for their empress, okay? The karmic situations are freaking dead. I don't care if they're married. I don't care. Remember, karmic situations don't have to be a relationship. Dead. Energetically dead. A lot of the karmics are very controlling, okay? I see like finances in the mix. There's a truth, Ace of Swords, that is like, and next to the 7 of Swords, like deception that has been hidden. And I don't care how many times you've tried to bring it out. It might not even be that they're lying. They just might be in the 7 of Cups, okay, illusion of what the truth is, and denying that for themselves, okay? And denying that for themselves. But it is coming out that the karmic is not really, I don't care how much they have loved for them, is really taking advantage of them and bringing them to this huge imbalance, okay? Look at that. Deception. A lot of them use either children or finances to control them. Well, if you're not with me, then I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to walk away. Deception. You're never going to have a relationship with me or your kids again. You know, you're going to put us through hell. You're a bad person. All of that. But all of that, the Sun card, the Sun, the Star, and the Lovers for me are cards that indicate that the divine is speaking. All of that, they're bringing clarity, okay, to them so that they can see what the truth is and what's not the truth. There's no such thing as being fucking bound and stuck, which is the 8 of Swords energy. They might feel that way, but now they're in the 10 of Swords, which is like bleeding out, letting go. They're realizing that this is all a self. 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords energy. They, you know, this burden that they feel, this inner conflict, this 5 of Wands, is all, there's no such thing as struggle. There's always a way out. The divine will never put you through something that you cannot get out of. A lot of them still feel like they've had to walk away because they have not been able to become spiritually and comfortable with themselves enough. Almost feel like they can get away without telling you what their real situation is. In terms of finances, some of them have addictions. Some of them even have addictions to sex. I see that. Some of them have even like double lives, whether they like have like a gambling issue or like addicted to porn or escorts or some shit like that. I'm telling you, a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've been tied to a karmic where they don't feel good enough for themselves, they don't feel good enough for you, so they have had to find satisfaction, okay, to temper these emotions through deviled energy in outside things because they feel no way out. But they're starting to realize that that way of no way out and all that manipulation is not true. Manipulation, okay, is not true. Okay, the only person that is in control of their lives is themselves if they want to get out, and a lot of them are making the choice to do that. So I see communication, I see the World's card going towards their destiny, closing Wheel of Fortune, closing out their karmic cycles. I see, again, I see the Page of Swords. They're going to communicate. A lot of them are just going to, and you're going to be like, who the hell is this? But they want you, again, to always be in that Queen of Cups nurturing energy. Okay, meet up with them if you need to meet up with them. Always have like a shh, not an anger, like a boundary, and they will tell you the truth. okay? But don't deny your inner knowing. Don't deny your inner knowing, okay? Just don't. A lot of them are very sorry. They're sorry. They don't know how to come forward, but they will, okay? Ultimately, just don't be in the energy of being angry that they're not doing it, even though it's the wrong thing that they're doing, because all they're doing is, it's selfish, but they are going to come out of this. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's a lot of freaking heavy energies, and a lot of heavy energies and truth coming out. Not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they are going to have communication. This is going to be resolved very soon. You're going to move forward. I see union, like all of this karmic shit. Something just ended, and whenever something falls on the ground, you know it's important. I said to stay in your Queen of Cups energy. Just love yourself so much that you can love other people no matter what. You are so filled with love that you can share that no matter what, okay? What did I say? Don't allow, like I channeled, this 9 of Swords anxiety energy because of what they're going through, because of their karmic lessons, trickle into the love for yourself. Always send that love no matter what. Don't let this keep you bound and anxious. Don't. It is going to come together. Yes, this person is still your person. Okay? Again, personalized reading is the only way to confirm that. Because there are some people, unfortunately, that are stuck in narcissistic, abusive relationships and cannot tell the difference. So you need to really go within and see that. If you feel a sense of surrender and peace, and you have been triggered lately, then more likely than not, you are part of this journey. Always be in this energy. Focus on your finances. Focus on yourself. They're selfish, great. They're selfish. They haven't learned their lesson. And they feel that. They feel guilty. They're in the 10 of Swords energy. But they are going to come forward. And you are going to allow them to talk. Okay? They want you to talk with love. They don't want you to bring up the past. But there's a difference between not bringing up the past and just sweeping it under the rug also. Okay? Don't do that. Give me 1 second. I usually don't do this in the middle of a reading. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have the pieces together. Anyway, I haven't touched anything. It's been 1 second. So yeah, so a lot of this energy has nothing to do with you. Don't get stuck in this negative energy with them. They are sorry. They are battling their demons, okay? A lot of them are being stuck to these like devil energies and bringing it on you. You don't have to accept that, and you don't have to suffer because of it, okay? You don't. But you do need to stay in this Queen of Cups energy. Always be nurturing to yourself and them. And if they are really not these people that I explained at the beginning, they are going to release it. And they're going to move very fucking quickly after their communication. Like 9 of Swords, like I said, towards this new beginning. Okay, I don't even know why these are... Knight of Swords energy very freaking quickly with their mental clarity, okay? To work hard. This is teamwork, okay? But here, it's this, in this Morgan Greer deck, it's them on their own. Like, okay, I'm going to work because I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work hard towards the stability because I want to be able to have this teamwork with you. And you're just there looking like, are you? But they're not going to waste any time. They're going to quickly do that, okay? And not allow, because you're not looking at this anxiety. You're not looking at it. You're like, this shit isn't mine, okay? So if you are who you say you are, then work for it. But not in devil energies. Not in like, work for it. Bow down. Angry and shit. That's different, okay? But they are going to come forward. You're not going to accept this as yours. And they're going to then, by you being in this energy very quickly, move out of these negative karmic cycles because of their karmic situations, karmic ties, all the things they've done to escape, everything that holds them back. I see this week communication still go down. For some of you, I see them like, again, still, and I said this last video, some of them just showing up. This is also a night. Physically coming forward with their mental clarity, okay? And this kind of looks like a door, so I see some of them like out of nowhere, like ding dong. You're like, what the can you? And look, Chariot card right here. Oh my god. And the Empress. Who knew? That's like, could be physically moving towards their Empress, like ding dong, hello. I don't know how else to do this, but I'm like fucking losing my mind over here in a car. A lot of them, like, they can't get out of this 9 of Swords energy, but they now realize that all of this is just self-imposed, and it has everything to do with the energy that they are currently living because of not speaking their truth, Ace of Swords, because of holding things back, not being truthful to themselves, and ultimately that's what keeps them stuck. That's what keeps them stuck. The 8 of Swords, they're the only ones that keep themselves stuck. 5 of Swords is doing everything that it fucking takes, okay? So instead of doing everything it takes to keep yourself fucking stuck and not speaking the truth because you're embarrassed, okay? Now they want to do everything it takes to work hard towards being with their Queen of Cups. This happiness, this nurturing person, this healing person that gets them out of this 9 of Swords. But it is also not your responsibility to get them out of this 9 of Swords. So it is by if you are in a twin flame relationship, if you have a soul contract, if it is written in your Akashic records, then ultimately by you being the Queen of Cups, they will be able to move forward. Okay, by you staying in this power, by you staying in your Empress power, they will be able to move forward out of this anxious energy on their own, because they do want to work hard. They do want to quickly do this because they feel like they're losing you. And right now, they don't no longer want to do everything it takes to keep themselves stuck, because that's what they've been doing everything it fucking takes, whether it's an illusion though, doing everything it takes to keep themselves stuck from being able to move forward and working towards this, even though they know they want it, because they feel these ties to these karmic situations that are really all an illusion. And it's they've been having tower moments with this karmic situation, which I see as a 3 of Cups. Okay, that's my card for the karmic situation. And the Queen of Pentacles I see for the karmic situation, which is this person also that like having a tie to someone financially, I see for a lot of them, whether it be because of kids, but it's also that person that's like selfish, like deception, 7 of Swords, like everything's for me, you know, like, you have to take care of me. It's like it's not the same. But this love, this cup of emotion lies within you, so they no longer want to do everything it takes to keep you stuck. Because hey, you're the fucking Empress right here, honey. You're the Empress. Is the Empress gonna put up with that shit? No. And if you have, then don't. But if you have been, you're on the right path. If you're not, you're on the right path if you're not putting up with it. But you're not on the right path if you're not putting up with it, but in an angry way. And what did I say? 8 of Wands, very fucking quickly. So we have 2 very quick moving cards. This is going to happen very quickly. And again, if you are in this Queen of Cups energy, it depends. This is a general reading. So again, personalized readings is the way to confirm that. But if you truly believe that you are fully in this Empress energy, in this Queen of Cups loving energy, able to forgive, which I found myself going to energy that I didn't think that I thought I wasn't able to do or be in. Okay, a lot of them might even, I had that brought out of me too in my life, you know, but then I very freaking quickly was like, the speed that they are able to quickly bring you back to the Empress depends on your level of spiritual awakening. I was very quickly able to be like, hell no. But then be like, the Empress, I'm still going to send you love. I'm still going to be positive. They want to keep themselves stuck, whatever. For those of you that are truly in this energy, like really feel like you have let go of these karmic lessons that you yourself have to go through, okay? Not waiting around, always being loving no matter what, but like also knowing what you deserve, you know, and wishing them the best, really wishing that they can get out of this anxiety, this pain of being stuck, because that sucks. Wishing that they can move on from that. You're going to be the one that's very quickly and the quickest going to be able to move forward towards a new life with this person, because they do want to do this quickly. They just don't know how. They just find themselves stuck. So you could either be in the energy, depending on what energy you're in, okay? Like I said, and I channeled, there's like 2 separate groups in the collective I'm channeling right now. There's the group that's going to do like keep them in the state of, and I say keep them, not that you have control over their life, but you are one energetic soul. So if they're in this anxious energy and feeling stuck energy, they're giving that to you. If you're spiritually awakened to where you're supposed to be, you're able to separate that and in turn send this loving energy, okay? If you are not fully there, then you still have work to do. So they did this for a reason. I don't usually have a spread. Every reading is different. You could either be in the group that's going to do everything it takes to keep them stuck, or do everything it takes to keep them to work very fucking hard towards coming quickly and communicating with you very quickly about the fact that you are their Queen of Cups, that you are their Empress, and they want union. And we're going to see union, okay? We're going to see union. Okay, we're going to see union. We're going to see justice. Okay, there could be a Libra in this situation. I don't usually even mention zodiac signs, but I sense very strong Libra energy here for a lot of you. Okay, there's the balance. There's the sword of truth and clarity. Very powerful card. Okay, a lot of them are also very stuck, I sense, because this is general reading, so you can read this multiple ways. A lot of them are stuck and anxious because they actually have legal issues that they have not spoken to you about. That's why we're stuck here. And they've been keeping that under the wraps. They have the truth on their shoulder, but they're not showing their entire face, only some of it. They're doing everything that it takes to keep that shit hidden from their empress. And it's time for them to come forward if they do want this union, because they do know that they want to move forward. They're going to come forward very quickly and communicate that with you, and it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. But they're reminding you to stay in this Queen of Cups energy. They are afraid that if they come forward, you're going to be argumentative and be like, what the because it is really going to hit you in the face. But a lot of you, because you're one soul, they're not things that they're not things that haven't crossed your mind. They're not things that you didn't think about. They're not things that you didn't ponder. They're things that you always felt like, and you even questioned yourself, like, am I fucking crazy? Like, why am I thinking this is a possibility? If you're doing that, then you're not at the place where they want you to do in terms of spiritual awakening. Because all those messages are coming from the divine. Again, involuntary movements. Lean on God and the angels for support. Dear God and angels, I give you this situation now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. That's what they want you to do. Step out and understand, like I said, that they are the ones speaking to you. They are the ones bringing these informations. And so a lot of you have even had already like messages channeled about what the situation might entail. And so even though it still will hit you like a ton of freaking bricks, you've already kind of suspected it. So a lot of them, I sense, are stuck because of legal ties, whether it be a divorce, being unable to leave a karmic situation because there's some kind of legal tie to them, like they're a caregiver to a kid, or they have to, there's a family member that has a legal issue that they have to take care of. But no one is stuck. No one is stuck unless you keep yourself stuck. But they have been keeping themselves stuck by keeping themselves hidden about this. But it's time that they're going to communicate, when it's going to come out of fucking nowhere. But you're going to be the Queen of Cups and you're going to keep it all together. Hey, I have these legal issues. Or maybe they fucked up and they got caught for gambling or something. They're not being honest about some shit. But it's going to come forward. But by you being your Empress power, you're going to be able to move on from this, okay? Because that's all that's lacking here is the truth. They want you to have confidence while this happens. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Don't let this trickle onto you, okay? Just ask them for support and help and ask them to give that to you. Remain the Empress, okay? Because justice is that situation for some, but the legal situation, but it's also justice to the whole situation. So a lot of them are going to very freaking quickly going to come with the truth. So I don't want to be stuck anymore. I just want this with you. I just want this new beginning. I just don't want to argue. Like, that's it. We let it all out. I'm not going to give you some half-ass shit. I want justice, and they're going to give it to you, and you're going to be able to move forward. But you have to remain, this one, have to remain in that power. And look what's at the bottom. Page of Swords, like I said, 8 of Wands, Page of Swords. This is communication, that text message, okay? And we have the 9 of Wands, okay? So the 9 of Wands to me can be also a card. Wands are passion. A lot of them feel like what's giving them this anxiety, what's in a way blocking them from being able to communicate, is that they feel like the justice for you, because of how they've been, is that you deserve somebody better than them, okay? This is competition. This is competition, okay? This is competition. They feel like a lot of you have been getting new suitors coming in. They feel like it's the justice is being served by you getting people that are better than you, and that is what's blocking them from being able to communicate with you. This is like a text message and keeping them in this spying, just looking from afar kind of energy, because this could be spying, whether it be looking at your social media, things like that. Also be the card of communication, okay? This is competition. So a lot of them are looking at the situation, again, this competition card is looking that way, and see, she's the Empress, she's the Queen of Cups, she has love, she has nurturing, she's everything, okay? But I'm blocked because I feel like they have a lot of them think I'm blocked, and it's causing me anxiety and I feel stuck because I don't want to keep them. I don't want to change them from being, you know, I'm afraid that if I communicate with them when I'm not supposed to, I'm going to change them from being the Queen of Cups, okay, and the High Priestess, which is the spiritually awakened person. There you are, Divine Feminine. He sees you, or she, in this complete High Priestess Empress power. High Priestess is someone that has psychic insight, very intuitive, someone that has, okay, that just knows who they are. Empress, having everything. She's the embodiment of all queens, okay? Being loving, nurturing, knowing how to love. They feel like if they communicate with you too soon, the Knight of Swords, okay, they're stuck. They feel like if they do that, okay, this situation that I spoke with is just going to keep them hurt. It's going to keep you hurt. It's going to stop you from being able to move forward. They feel like almost like you deserve justice by being able to have this new person. So they are just like looking at you through social media, and they don't realize that that is just actually keeping them in this anxious energy. Who the hell are you planning on living like that your whole entire fucking life? Like, who does that with like lies and whatever? Ultimately not being, that's why we don't have the Hierophant here right now. We don't have the Emperor here right now. Ultimately not being spiritually awakened enough to realize that you have an energetic tie and connection, and that is actually being transferred energetically to you, which for a lot of you are already spiritually awakened enough to not let that affect you, but for a lot of you keep you stuck, okay? But a lot of you also, again, because this is a general reading, here we go, but for a lot of you, because this is a general reading, like I said, they realize that though you do deserve this justice of having somebody new because of their behavior, they don't want that. They want you to move away from that. They don't want to be stuck in this anymore. They're going to communicate that they want to bring you justice, tell you the truth, say, are you going to have faith in me? Like, this is what I want, but I work towards something positive, because they are seeing that other people have your attention and it is killing them inside. So this is no longer spying. Now this turns into the Page of Swords, communication. On top of the Knight is action of cups, of offering emotion. So this isn't a Page of Cups on some page like child bullshit and like, oh, when I get together with you, why don't we get together? You know what I mean? This is like, I have feelings for you, or I care about you. Like, I'm going to offer you this that I haven't been able to. It's going to come out of fucking nowhere too. So this is double communication, and this is about emotion, an emotional conversation. But they are a lot of you already know it's coming. That's why the High Priestess and the Empress is there. Stay the Queen of Cups. Don't be the Queen of Swords. Low vibration Queen of Swords is the one that I told you that I was like recently. Like, fuck you. I hate you. I am not immune to these things, but it were things that I battled with because of my childhood wounds, the way I was treated, a lot of people that I've dated in the past. I've been in abusive relationships and such, and I realized, shit, I don't have it all, you know, healed either. So they want you to stay in this power. Everything that you approach, including yourself, be gentle and approach with love, okay? But I don't have a spread, but this is what they want. They want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay. The King of Cups. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is that freaking king. The King of Cups is that king that has like literally the most amount of love for you in the entire universe. So passionate, so much love, but keeping it inside. Like, it's like literally like, I love you to fucking death. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're my Empress. You're my High Priestess. Like, you make me who I am. They almost don't want to admit that to themselves. Some of them they're like, for such a long time, done everything it takes to keep themselves stuck from admitting that to their fucking selves, which is why it's looking directly at the King of Swords. Okay, but also the Knight of Swords, you can read this multidimensionally. Now I know why they're doing it. They cannot avoid the energetic connection they're getting from the High Priestess, the Empress, and all the love. For those of you that are sending loving energy, okay, they are stuck from being able to come very quickly with their truth and their mental clarity about how much they feel for you, okay? They have been, but that's gone. That's why sandwiching this feeling stuck, okay, is the King of Cups having all this freaking emotion. And hey, we have here the Page of Swords, which is communication, and the Nine of Cups, which goes right behind right behind the Knight of Cups. So that for a large group of you, again, personalized reading is the only way to confirm, is that a lot of them are actually finally getting on their fucking horse to come and express that to you. And how do I know? Well, we have the Knight of Swords, and again, right behind the King of Swords is the Knight of Swords, getting on their horse and saying very quickly, look, communicating and communicating, bringing justice. I don't want anyone else with you. I don't care. What am I going to do? Live anxious and sad the rest of my life? I don't fucking want anyone else with you. King of Swords speaks their truth. King of Swords knows their truth. So a lot of them already have mental clarity about how they feel about you, even if they're not acting in the most beautiful fucking ways or haven't been. But you're the Queen of Cups. You send love anyway, okay? The King of Cups is also that king. So it's interesting. The King of Cups knows how much they love you on the inside, and the King of Swords knows their truth on the inside, but none of them are hasty. This one keeps it in to a certain degree, and this one knows their truth but doesn't want to do the wrong thing, doesn't want to fuck shit up. So they're like making a blueprint. How am I going to communicate this? How am I going to bring justice? A lot of them, there's no such thing as time, but they feel like time is running out. Like, okay, time is running out. There's competition now. This is competition. I want to protect this wand of passion. I want to protect this wand of passion so I can still have a chance, a shot to communicate and tell them how I feel, okay, and tell them the truth. Otherwise, I'm just going to be fucking stuck. I'm just going to be stuck, and that's just going to be my destiny. Okay, so they're making a blueprint right now because they don't want to do it at the wrong time, but they do feel like time is ticking, so it's going to come very quickly. Because a lot of you, whether you're the High Priestess or the Empress too, are going to come like, yeah, there is fucking competition. Like, you're not going to be like, la-di-da-di-da, let me knit a fucking sweater over here. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that you're not going to end up in union, but that means that, again, time is an illusion, that they didn't release their karma the way that the universe wanted them to release it. So now they have to struggle a little bit more for some more time. And now it's going to be a different situation. Now they have to wait for you to finish the karmic situation. Now they have to wait for you. It depends on your situation. But for a lot of them, they've been making this plan. That's why it's behind this very quick communication. They know how they feel. They finally fucking figured it out, and they're gonna come forward and speak that to you. Can't make that up. 1, 2, 3. I channeled it, and it's always very quick. Oh my god. And I channeled this too, right in the middle. 10 of freaking Cups, union. Ultimate union. There's you guys. Not only, and I love this card because it's a rainbow, the ultimate. So the King of Cups loves you to death, though. He has a cup. He's gonna get on his knight on his horse and offer this cup of emotion. And then the 10 is the ultimate card, is the last one. Every single, like, your love is just gonna overflow because you know you love this person too. And look how strong you guys look. Like you've been working out. Some of them are like strong. You too. You may be working on yourself. Okay. It's also, it looks like spring, summer. I'm in the US, so it's like sunnier time around here, coming together. And now they've worked on their strength, you've worked on your strength, now you're strong together. And when you're holding hands with this cup that they offered, okay, this cup they've always freaking had, but they're like, oh, here it is, whatever, finally fucking getting on their horse and offering it to you. Now that's why they're holding it and they're giving it to you. But now you guys are strong together, and out of nowhere, it's ultimate abundance, because that's what was supposed to happen in the fucking first place. Again, this is a general reading, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. For those of you that are commenting down below, fuck him, he's an asshole, blah, 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 then you are not in this energy that they're saying you need to be in. And I also never understand why people go out of their way to share that, because what you're doing by doing that is sharing negative energy, because we're all connected in the collective. I'm not saying that you're bad, because you're probably not even aware of it, but you're not learning your karmic lessons, because ultimately, girl or guy, you are still watching these fucking videos. So you're watching these videos because you're still in these energies and they want you to get out of it. Again, this is the card that I channeled. The 7 of Cups, this illusion. They've been in this fucking illusion all over the place. Okay, and the Queen of Rods. Okay, the Queen of Rods is the Queen of Wands, which is this passionate. Now, I already channeled this, okay? But again, look how they made me do this. I don't have a spread, but look how they made me do this. They made me channel this a certain way, and I see how they did it anyway, but they are making me channel this 2 ways right now, and it makes sense. Because of living in this illusion about what's real, what's not even knowing who the hell they are, what the karmic situation, whether it be a family member, a wife, kids, whatever the hell may be, their addictions, all this thing that they think you don't know, but you do. They want to bring justice for that, because ultimately this is what keeps them anxious, and the mirrors have been so fucking blurred, so confused, that they don't even realize that shit. So they're bringing justice to that for yourself, for themselves, and for you. But I also see this is also a card of dreaming and daydreaming. So a lot of them, like I said, this is the knowing their truth, knowing how much they love you, are like daydreaming about you in this passionate way, okay? Daydreaming of you with another person, and how you've moved on with another person and it's making them fucking sick. And also daydreaming about the fact of how happy they could be if they were with you, if only, right? But so they're daydreaming about, how am I going to communicate this? How am I going to communicate this? What am I going to say? But the time is ticking. But they're daydreaming. Like some of them, I see them like, again, in their car. I've been channeling that, like in their car driving, like thinking about it. How are they going to communicate this to this Queen of Cups? That, wow, you make me feel the most love I've ever felt, and that shit freaks me out, but that's what I want. This is daydreaming. This is dreaming about that. Oh my God, and I didn't even realize what's at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, look what's at the bottom of the deck. I said the Sun card is a card that signifies that the divine is talking to me, okay? And Judgment is bringing judgment, letting go of all that karma, all those sins, all that shit that held you back. There it is, being released. Ultimately, boom, through this communication, the fast movement forward card is right here in the center. So that is what's going to happen. It's going to happen out of nowhere. And I told you all the scenarios humanly freaking possible right now. Again, it's a general reading. But the Sun is the happiest card of the entire deck. It means clarity, it means bliss, it means happiness. Look at their face though. For a card that means, for this to be the happiest freaking card in the entire freaking deck, why do their faces look like that? They're like, they look like they've been through hell. And for it to be next to Judgment, but that's because they are. Because you guys are on Earth and you have been through hell. So, hey, it's like, oh, you put me through so much shit. And you know what? And vice versa. You put me through so much shit, but it was the most beautiful thing on the face of this planet, because it was divinely guided, and it was the clarity, oof, chills, clarity that I need to realize that ultimate happiness lies within you. You're my Queen of Cups. You're my Empress. You're my High Priestess. You're everything. I'm not going to let you go and be with someone else or whatever, okay? I've been holding myself back. I'm the reason that I've been stuck, okay? And it's time to release my karma, your karma. It's time to release all freaking karma. It's time to release all karma. And look at you guys, look tired, like we've gone through war, but now it's Judgment Day. Okay, now it's Judgment Day. The horn, the bugle, whatever you want to call it, time to let go of all the bullshit, and that's it. It's the ultimate brand new beginning. Okay, and that's him, that's you. Some of you might have a child, some of you are single moms, single dads, whatever, but that could be a picture of that, like a family of 3. That could be an unborn child, some of you having a child. I've been having, I feel like a lot of them are having very lucid dreams. Listen, I've been having a lot of you too, the most ridiculous lucid dreams like lately, like back to back to back to back. I wish I can just like go on and on about what they are. It's like ridiculous. I'm just gonna very quickly give you a few. It's crazy. Once I had a dream, and they're all significant. I'm not gonna go into the significance of 2 snakes going within each other, like intertwining. I know what that means, okay? Like anacondas. The next fucking day I had a dream, and I'm petrified of snakes, but I wasn't petrified in this dream, getting a knife and slicing them open. And when I sliced it open, 1,000,000 baby snakes jumped out. Again, it's all that karmic shit, like being let go. They were all dead, and all of a sudden their bodies or dead bodies turned into fish. I had another lucid dream that I was in water. I was swimming and I was holding somebody, like a romantic partner, but their face was hidden, but like energetically I felt their energy, and they were holding me the whole time in the water, like floating, right? And then they held something like a picture, and like the water formed like a picture of an angel, and it was like the angel was like, don't you get it? And it was just like a long ass embrace the entire fucking dream. It was like crazy. Then I had another dream that there was like, I had a child. I think that's what reminded me, and it was like a boy or something. It was like, Mom! And I was like, go change the diaper. Don't you see that he's like full of shit or whatever? And it was a little boy. I don't even have a son. It was just like all these crazy dreams. Now, a lot of times I have dreams, it could be my own life, they could be representative, but a lot of times I have dreams about scenarios of the collective I'm reading to, so it was just all significant. They want me to pull, I said I was done, they want me to pull something else here. I said the Three of freaking Cups. I'm gonna have to get up for this. The Three of Cups is the cup that signifies the karmic situation. The Tower and then the Magician was sticking out. Oh, and then this one just stayed behind. Six of freaking Swords moving away. Okay, and that came right underneath the Sun and the Judgment card. What does that say? Letting go of what? There's been clarity about the significance of what? The bullshit, the manipulation that the karmic situations, it could be both people and in their lives. Okay, ooh, and I just split this for no reason. There you go. And I said Five of Cups. There you go, and I channeled that too. Letting go of all that karma because of the karmic situations. Hit them like a freaking brick. Tower moments after tower moments, how it's manipulated. But now they're turning this manipulation into releasing karma. They know they've been divinely guided to realize that this is what's kept them in this Five of Cups, depressed energy. But however, these two cups are still standing, and that's the cup that they're gonna hold to offer you love, and that's the cup that they're gonna freaking hold, you know, they've been holding for love for you. But hey, there aren't three cups back there, right? And that's the karma situation. That third cup, bye. I'm not keeping myself stuck. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my wife, my kids, my mom. I don't care. You're not going to ruin. It is selfish to think that someone can affect somebody's life for the rest of their life, no matter how ingrained in your mind you feel like you have to. That's just the way it works. These tower moments have happened, and now they want to create their own life. Magician, they want to come and put everything out on the table and communicate that with you. Okay, that they want to move away from this. So we have the Chariot. They want to move away from this. They want to move away from the sadness and get rid of this. And I just split this again for no freaking reason. And look what I got when I split. Get rid of this burden that they've been living, that they've been put on this earth to endure, because everything happens for a reason. Oh my God. And have this 10 of Pentacles, stability, loving relationship, stable relationship, and finances and everything with you. So a lot of them don't realize that the abundance doesn't come when you're in the Five of Cups or stuck. The abundance actually does not come because you're not following their guidance to release karma. So you're going to be stuck in this for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? The abundance comes even though you feel like you don't have it right now, when you guys are in union, because that's what you're supposed to have. And all of a sudden, like I said, no such thing as miracles. They just give it to you. Psh. Okay, this is what they're supposed to have. But right now they've been burdened because who did I say? The Queen of Pentacles is who? A lot of them have this like tie to these women that are superficial on the outside, or make them feel like they have something, some hold on them that holds their stability, both in finances, both stability mentally and everything. Like they hold that. They're like the queen in this power of their stability, and that keeps them burdened. But it's time to get out of that, because this stability, they're not supposed to hold it. They're supposed to have that, not just one little pentacle, 10 fucking pentacles with you, and blocking out all the karmic bullshit. And that is going to happen. And look what's underneath here. Look what's underneath here. You can't make it up. Six of Cups, rekindling past life, past soul connections, past relationships, letting go of childhood wounds. Ace of Pentacles, offering a pentacle of stability, of love, of everything, which ultimately is going to turn into the 10 of Cups, which you got in the 10 of Pentacles. You can't make it up. Wow. And I said this was going to be short, but I guess this is pretty significant. In the After Tarot, they want me to split whatever's there after this already happened. So they already went through this Page of Wands moment, this like fire under their ass about what they want to do. Oh my God, you want to know what fell on the floor? These tower moments have already hit. Psh, psh, crumbled, done. They already know. And yes, honey, in the After Tarot. After Tarot is what happens next. Confirming the future. You know, future, past, and present happens at the same time. We got the 10 of Pentacles in the Morgan Greer and the 10 of Pentacles in the After Tarot. So this is what happens if they follow the karmic path the divine is shining on them. Okay? Having this ultimate, this treasure chest that the divine has been holding opens for both of you. It's like it's in a treasure chest locked, but you're blocking yourself from being able to have it because you're blocking yourself, blocking themselves. I keep saying yourself because it's like I'm speaking. Some of you are divine masculines watching this, so yourself, themselves, whatever, from having this. But instantly, you offer this, and this is what you get. The treasure chest goes, now you're able to have your abundance. Now you're able to have your family. Again, there's that little freaking boy, and the little boy that I dreamed about looked just like this little boy, like really dark hair, like really dark, like straight, like a little wavy hair, but like a lot of it, like really pale little boy just around this age. And I was like, he's fucking shitty. What the fuck? With a dog. I swear to God, I saw this. Crazy, isn't it? All right, I'm just gonna pull this for now. A message from Divine Masculine to you, and a message from the Divine to both of you. Some of you are like in freaking like octagon relationships and shit, like not even love triangles. Like that shit's coming to an end. But some of them have had this like addiction to having like afraid of separation, so always having somebody, like paying attention to somebody, having someone on the side, communicating with someone, flirting with someone on work, just something. Octagons and shit. They want to tell you tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. They're telling you that where they did not tolerate your quote-unquote bullshit before, they do tolerate it now because they realize that a lot of them have had control issues. It has nothing to do with they're being controlling, and that your viewpoints are also valid because they know that because they sense that on top of all of this, your viewpoints are not just to make a point, it's because you love them madly, and they don't see that in anyone else. And they now see that where they saw love in these karmic situations falsely, whether it be addictions, whether it be a marriage with someone, whether it be an overbearing, whatever, okay, that's not really love. So they're tolerating that. And the universe wants to tell you guys both responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. That you both, not one, both need to take responsibility for each other, for your own actions, because you both have had karmic lessons. Both of you, okay, have had karmic lessons that you have had to go through, okay? And yeah, both of you have had these karmic lessons that you have had to go through. So you both need to take responsibility and be tolerant to both of your viewpoints, okay? And you are aware that your thoughts, okay, it's true. The power of your thoughts controls your freaking destiny, doesn't it? So if you're there thinking, you're the fucking worst, you're an asshole, you did this because of this, you don't care, then you are creating that for yourself. Okay, so both of you have to take responsibility for that and be tolerant and see the love in everything and come forward to each other with compassion and demonstrate the language of the heart by actively, like physically sharing and living love. And this will happen because, like I said, the choice is theirs, but I see for the majority of the collective Page of Swords communication coming on their horse and physically demonstrating and showing you their love, letting go of these karmic situations, and coming on their horse and offering you what they've been holding back. Now, if you're going to be in that group that's like, oh, I'm so happy to be masculine, he's going to come forward, I don't have to do anything, and avoid your lessons and be again on some Disney energy, it's not going to happen. It's going to keep going. Oh my God, keep it simple. You can't make it up. Keep it simple. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe, PS, which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. Did you hear what that said? Can I read it again? Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now. Wow, I love you now. The universe. P.S. which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. What does that mean? You can't be in that energy of wow, now I love you, because you finally proved something to me, blah, 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 blah. And not using being like, fuck you, da, 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 da. This is confirmation of everything I said. But you being in the energy of Queen of Cups, High Priestess, Empress, always showing love and just being very simple, not attacking them, and just being like, I love you, thank you, wow, that sucks, yep. They will open up more, and then they'll be able to say, wow, I love you now, like at this moment. I just do, instead of you being in the energy of wow, now I love you, because you were like whatever being, you know. Keep it simple and just stay in your power and just know what it is. They want another one. Can't make it up. Sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockly yours, universe. P.S. clues for what you want are hidden all around you. I'm not even gonna go into that, honey. I'm not even gonna go into that, honey. Stop going in with the expectation of how they should communicate with you. Being in that energy of how they should communicate with you, and then losing your fucking shit simply is the expectation that you've created because of your fear of being hurt, and it has everything to do with your karmic lessons. And I went through it. That's my biggest fucking struggle. But I'm done with that, and it's time for you to be done with that. Again, this is a general reading, so it's supposed to resonate with whoever. Okay? And I've not just been that way with lovers, I've been that way with a lot of people, and I for the most part let that shit go. But like I said, a lot of you have been having these tower moments because it's time. Judgment Day is here. Like, you need to, they're like bringing clarity to everything. Like, you thought you healed this, you didn't. But it's for a beautiful reason. And this is the after tarot, so this is what happens next, and that's that ending and you being this brand new person. Okay, sending love and light. I love you all so much. Again, I've been getting so many views. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much for your support. But if you really want to support my channel and all the energy and love that I put into these readings, please click subscribe so I can share this with more people. Otherwise, it's hard to invest like hours into this if I feel like it can't reach a lot of people, you know. If you want a personalized reading, look at my website down below. It's linked to a calendar, so my turnaround depends on the calendar at a given time. And again, for those of you that have received personalized readings, thank you so much for your beautiful energy. If you want to share your experience, feel free to do it below. Okay, be very sweet, because it has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with any of that. It's just such a huge transformation year for everybody that they want to share these messages with as many of you as possible. They just do. Okay, and we're all one collective, so your energy has a lot to do with it also, you know. Thank you for your positive vibes. Sending love and light. Bye.